I wasn't nervous about the auction because I figured I could just be myself, more so than during the welcome speech. All I needed to do for the auction was to really be enthusiastic and really be myself. Hi, very good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests, Mr. Fernandez, the trustees of the AirAsia Foundation. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. Is everyone ready to do some charity? Awesome. Okay, we're gonna start off with our first item tonight, everyone. This is from Mr. Fernandez's personal watch collection. So we're gonna start the bidding at 15,000 ringgit. Anyone for this watch? Okay, I see the lady over there at 16,000 ringgit, and over there, number 75, 17,000 ringgit. How about you, sir, with the glasses? 5. That will be 17,000 ringgit. Can you help me with the counting? Because I'm really bad at counting. Yeah. I had a bit of trouble remembering the amounts that we were at because people were bidding very quickly, so it was very good to have Ninku there as my assistant, and I would just turn to her and check with her on the amount. Thank you, sir. Number 15 at 18,000 ringgit. Okay, I see the lady over there, 19,000. Andrea. There we have a lady, number 33 at 21,000 ringgit. That's absolutely fantastic. Anyone else? What? 20,000. 21. Okay, back to 21. 21,000.
Andrea wasn't very good at auctioning. She fudged the numbers a little. There was a bit of a kind of dull moments in between.
Nico, tell her to announce the prize before. She wants to announce the prize. Because she's not announcing the price.
And yet, she was not mentioning the prices, so like it was a bit awkward because people didn't know, like when they were raising, they didn't know for what price they were raising. Instead of going by 1,000 each time, I would have just raised like 5 or 10,000 when you feel that, people are like ready to bet more.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Branson charity flight. I've heard lots of people talking about this earlier on at the cocktail event. This is an absolute once in a lifetime opportunity to be served by Sir Richard Branson. There we go, sir. What is it, 26? 28. 28 to the lady over there. Yes, sir. 29.
30.
Sorry, I can't keep up. 30,000 to the gentleman over there. Number 7. Yes, sir. 31.
35.
35. Thank you very much, sir. 35. Beyond 35.
Andrea's performance lacks professionalism, and she was too casual in the way she communicated her messaging. These are distinguished guests, people who are from the high society. There is a certain manner she conducts on the way she carries herself, the way she talks.
Get the taste of the high life while being served.
But the credit to her is she picked good items that are very high ticket prices that appeal to the guests.
Anyone, ladies and there we go, sir, again. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. So anyone for more than 100,000 ringgit. 130. 130 to bidder number 3. Excellent response. Thank you so very much, sir. That's wonderful. There we go. 400,000. Thank you very much. Going once, going twice, and sold to the Indonesian gentleman for 400,000. Big round of applause. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so very much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of our auction. Thank you once again. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for your support. The auction went excellently and the crowd responded very, very, very positively and favorably. I feel we ran a very successful event. We made up a big majority of the total amount raised. And even though we're not judged on that, it's all for a good cause, and I think it's a good indicator of which team did well. and done. I'm really, really, really glad. Tomorrow, it's D-Day. Jonathan and I are going to go into our final boardroom. And not only is someone going to get fired like usual, but someone's going to get hired.
That I want this because I love doing the job. And when you love your job, you're at your best. I want to become like Mr. Tony Fernandez, and I want a life following the same kinds of visions and philosophy that he had. And I think those are the reasons why I deserve this position.
I have much more heart than Jonathan has. When it comes to putting my all into everything I do, I don't just do it because I want to win. I do things because I believe in them, and that means very much to me, and I'm really, really hoping, fingers crossed, it's going to be me.
We're down to the final two. Jonathan from the Philippines, who is a dynamic young man, and Andrea from Singapore. It's been an amazing process. This is the final event before I choose the person who's going to be my apprentice. Thank you very much for coming, and I truly appreciate all of you coming. Thanks so much.
You can enter the boardroom now. Mr. Fernandez is ready for you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Fernandez.
Welcome back. Many familiar faces here today. Reminds me of the many times I had to fire you. But today, I'll be hiring someone. And that someone is one of the two project managers sitting in front of me, two of our youngest and strongest candidates. It's a competition between drive and passion. Andrea, what was your strategy in picking the teams?
Well, I knew already who I wanted, and I went for the people that not only had energy and talent, but also people who I felt that were genuinely rooting for me, because I think your personal relationships do make a difference.
You feel you have the stronger team?
Absolutely.
It's a very definitive answer, Jonathan. Bit cocky. Yeah?
As usual.
As usual.
But I really know Andrea that way. Yeah? I love her for that.
What was your strategy in picking the teams?
I picked two things. One is who would root for me to win the Apprentice, and definitely these three people vocalized those things for me, even from the very start. Nas, for example, when he left, he gave me this note telling that I want you, Jonathan, to win the Apprentice because I believe in you. And that really boosted my confidence. Sam approached me and said, Jonathan, I want you to be the Apprentice. Selena, obviously, from the very start. And if you look at these three people, I couldn't have chosen the perfect A-team to execute the perfect event for the AirAsia Foundation, sir.
Okay. Selena, it's interesting that although John and you have never worked together, John, that you still picked Selena over Deanne.
You know, I felt that she, at so many moments, she was my right hand. In this task, when it's all about food, beverage, hospitality, and I think she was the best pick. And I just have to add, the reason why I chose her as my third was because none from this team would probably want to pick her. I chose Sam first because he was in danger of being taken by Andrea. That was my entire logic, and I think it was a very smart decision in the end.
Okay. Andrea, maybe you can give me some insight into why you said absolutely you had the best team.
Jonathan's obviously put a lot of thought into what he's going to say, but for me it was so simple. So throughout this process, there's always been a very deep personal connection to each of them. With Diane, honestly, I call her mom.
I think that maternal side of her was something that I could really count on in the task. You know, we had left off previously, not on the best of terms, but that was not even an issue, just because I knew we had a personal relationship. With Ninku and Alex, not even a question. Like, I knew I wanted them right from the very beginning. There's a lot of mutual respect and there's a lot of love all in the team, and it was very, very clear to me. It wasn't just about talent and ability. I think they've already proven that, sir. And these are people that will come through for me, and that's all that I needed.
Okay. Selena, how do you think Jonathan managed you guys?
I think Jonathan was really showing all the skills of not only a great leader today, but a future great leader. He really has the capacity to empower people and drive them and give them what they need to do what he wants them to do.
I got the entire sense that he trusts.
Did I ask you, sir? How you know why you were fired? Bash.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Go on, Sam.
I got the sense that he completely respected me and respected everything I had to say and offer and put on the table. So that felt very good for me. And then his total trust, that was definitely worth the mention.
That's the shortest answer you have ever given me. You're still fired. Okay. Ninku, how do you think Andrea managed the team?
So you said earlier that Andrea is very driven, but I just saw a very, very passionate side of her yesterday, which really came through at the auction as well. She made sure that the whole brief was absolutely adhered to. I think it was a really fantastic job.
Alex?
I felt that she did an amazing job, not only in leading, but as well in creating an amazing environment for us to work. I haven't worked with Ninku and India in the past, and I really felt that, you know, she as well put a lot of efforts into like making me feel like, you know, I was part of the team, and as well make me understand how the other teammates worked. I mean, I was very impressed. I think she really deserves to win. So.
It's interesting for me to see how much energy you can get out and motivate. I was watching very, very carefully. Alexis, who do you think would be my better apprentice?
Without any doubt, Andrea, sir. Not even the beginning of a doubt, sir.
Why?
Well, because I think it's not only on the last task, but throughout the competition, I really believe that she's shown the versatility, she's shown the passion, she's shown the leadership.
So you think she's a stronger leader than Jonathan?
Yes, sir. When you're a leader, sir, you're the person who's taking all the pressure, and I feel that throughout the process, you know, she's never been scared of this, when Jonathan hasn't tried to step up to show you more on that aspect.
Okay, Sam, who would you pick?
I would root for Jonathan because right from the fish task until now, he's shown that consistency that you were looking for. He's a sponge, he will learn and he will apply it in practical life. So for me, consistency is very big.
Consistency. Mark, how do they do as project managers?
Well, let's talk about Team Andrea first. I didn't really feel there was great teamwork. The auction clearly was all over the place, to be absolutely honest. But your personality shone through there fantastically. Now on John's side, reception, fantastic. All of you were really there to make sure that he won. I really felt that that empowerment came through in a big way.
Kat, what are your thoughts on Andrea as PM?
Andrea, she is very bright, but I saw a bit of nervousness in her, but Andrea did a lot of homework on the AirAsia Foundation, so that gives the guests a lot of awareness as well.
Okay, so in Jonathan's case, as a project manager, what did you feel?
Throughout the whole task, I observed he's very consistent, but he's not so intense. He was very calm, a bit more relaxed, and that doesn't give the team pressure, and that makes the team want to do things for you. And I think that's also a sign of leadership as well.
Okay, let's find out how you both did at the charity auction. Mark, see the results.
Well, the AirAsia representatives overall felt that John as PM managed his event really well. Well thought out, refined, confident, ran the auction very professionally. However, his picks for his auction items weren't very well thought out in terms of appeal to generate more bidders. As for Andrea, AirAsia representatives felt that despite being much simpler in approach, she related the AirAsia Foundation message on a very personal level. which came through in her delivery at the cocktail event. However, the auction seemed a bit disorganised.
Kat, how much did they raise in total?
Well, Team Andrea and Team Jonathan collectively raised a total of 1,308,900 ringgit for the AirAsia Foundation.
On behalf of AirAsia, I'll give you a round of applause. That's fantastic. Whatever happens in the rest of your life, you can always remember that the 8 of you contributed to raising 1.3 million, which will make many people's lives in Southeast Asia a better one. So, to the returning candidates, you're all very talented individuals. You will inspire many, many people in your countries and in Asia. Please continue to inspire, continue to dream. You have inspired me. I've learned so much from all of you, and thank you very much for being in this process and being top-class professionals. I applaud you all. Now I'd like you all to leave the room. Andrea and Jonathan, I will call you back after I've deliberated with my advisors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have been able to be sitting across the table.
Yes, same here. I know one of the decisions that you make is going to change somebody's life and it's going to impact us as well. Your apprentice. I look forward to it.